This is Interesting to See, a daily sports podcast, news, narratives, takes, and sometimes gambling. Good morning, I am Nick, and no highlight this morning. Could have done NBA, could have done NHL. I just didn't. None of them were real highlighty, in my opinion. I mean, I didn't check every single second of every single game, but alas, Pro Bowl rosters are revealed today. But we start with Patrick Mahomes' brother, Jackson Mahomes. Last week of the NFL regular season, starters are going to be resting for some teams. I think a lot of teams, actually. It's been reported or confirmed or rumored that a lot of starters will be out. We'll talk about that. Jackson Mahomes, it appears as if he's going to beat the rap for sexual assault. We have been discussing this for some time now. Why is this going to happen? How are the charges going to be dropped? It doesn't make any sense. Well, because the lead witness, which would be the accuser, is no longer cooperating with the investigation. Why would that happen? Money. They paid her. Which a lot of you would say, that's not justice. It is. Did Jackson pretty clearly commit a sexual crime? Yes. Is Jackson going to jail worth money to this woman? No. Real punishment is making Patrick Mahomes yell at his brother and then give this woman money to go away so that they can stop embarrassing Taylor Swift. Kind of, you think I'm joking. That is part of this. Jackson Mahomes was in Taylor Swift's suite earlier. He has no longer been in Taylor Swift's suite. And then Jackson and Brittany Mahomes are not really hanging out publicly because Brittany, who's been seen with Taylor, can't be seen with Jackson because Jackson is a sexual predator. Charges being dropped doesn't mean I'm going to not call him a sexual predator. He's not a convicted sexual predator, but he is, with my eyes, a sexual predator. So that's justice for me, baby. That woman's business went down because he gave it bad reviews. Then he forced a kiss on her in her office, which was gross. And now she's getting a little payday, which she deserves. I completely agree. Pat McAfee has apologized publicly for, quote, being a part of Aaron Rodgers' comments about Jimmy Kimmel, just blindly insinuating that Jimmy Kimmel was on the list. McAfee said, quote, I can see exactly why Kimmel felt the way that he did, especially with his position. But I think Aaron was just trying to talk shit. Now, did it go too far in a lot of people's? Jimmy Kimmel certainly said that was the case. McAfee is essentially taking the bullet for Jimmy. But he understands the situation. He even understands this. Insinuating someone insinuating someone was part of a crime is against the law in certain situations. So here is Mike Florio, who was a lawyer at some point. His kind of explanation. There's a difference between opinion and fact. Rodgers made comments suggesting that, as a matter of fact, Kimmel's name was on the Epstein client list, whether it was an effort to talk shit gone sour or an opinion poorly expressed in an effort to suggest that Kimmel will be dismayed. Rodgers went too far. And Kimmel doesn't threaten a suit unless he knows what he's doing. I don't think this is... It's going to get weird. It's going to get weird. The Epstein client list, the documents have been released, but the client list hasn't. This is never going to happen. All the people that are on it are going to have their names redacted anyway. Just too much money. If you want to fund like schools, this would be a great way to fund schools. Get the people that are on that list to pay for stuff. Maybe that's exactly what the government is doing. That would be interesting. So we go to the NHL just real quick. Saw this stat, blew my mind. Connor McDavid, 602 games played, 900 points. So 1.5 per game. A point is an assist or a goal. He is top 5 all time behind Gretzky, Lemieux. Lemieux did it in about 100, and I'm trying to do my math, 40 games fewer. Mike Bossy, never heard of him. He did it in about 20 games fewer. Peter Stastny did it in about 18 games fewer, whatever. Connor McDavid did 602. Wayne Gretzky did it in 385. 900 points at 385 is a 2.2 points a game. In the NHL, that's bananas. Okay, let's go to football. The NFL Pro Bowl rosters have been announced. Let's start with the American Football Conference. Biggest snub for me. I don't know if it's a snub, but Josh Allen's not on this list because Tua is. Tua fantasy owners are like, are you kidding? Lamar Jackson is. That makes sense. He's the MVP. Patrick Mahomes makes sense. He's the best player in the world. But Josh Allen is better and has had a better year than Tua. Said it, meant it. Raheem Mostert makes sense. James Cook makes sense. Derrick Henry does not make sense. He's got a lot of yards, but the Titans suck. And every now and then a team that sucks will just have a rusher get a lot of yards because they just don't have a lot of options. Wide receiver, Tyreek makes sense. Amari Cooper makes sense. Keenan Allen. Jamar Chase got in on vibes. That one does not make sense. I don't know who I would replace him, but he's had a good year. He's been hurt. I don't know. That's a vibes one to me, I think. Travis Kelce, David Njoku are the tight ends, and then offensive lineman Laramie Tunsil. Quentin Nelson is the starter. He must have had a bounce-back year, huh? And some other people as well. In the National Football Conference, biggest snub, in my opinion, was probably Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is not a Pro Bowler. Quarterbacks, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford. No qualms from this guy. Those make sense. Running backs, Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, Kyron Williams. 2 of those 3 make sense. DeAndre Swift does not at all. Jahmyr Gibbs probably would have been who I would have liked to see there. I'm trying to think of other NFC running. James Conner probably has a case, actually. DeAndre Swift is not a Pro Bowler. Kyron Williams is. That's cool. The fullback is Kyle Juszczyk because that's the fullback that people know. Sure. I'm sure he's good. Well, whatever. Wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, check. A.J. Brown, check. Mike Evans, ooh. Amon-Ra. Puka Nacua, Amon-Ra had similar stats to these guys, but Puka was awesome and giving it to a rookie school. George Kittle, Sam Laporta are the tight ends. I think Puka and Sam Laporta are the rookies on this here list. Trent Williams, Lane Johnson, Penei Sewell are the tackles. Those guys are household names for the most part. They are sick. They're the best offensive linemen in football, along with Jason Kelce, the center. Zach Martin for Dallas. Reddit College Football had this interesting graphic I kind of like. Let's just refresh the page here. There it is. Where's the graphic? Oh, did I not save it? Dang. Alabama has the most Pro Bowlers. I don't know. You want to play a game? No, but I don't really care. Can we name the Alabama players that are on the Pro Bowl? In the Pro Bowl, let's do it. Let's do it really quick. There are 7. Alabama led. I think like Ohio State, Notre Dame had 6. I don't remember. I'll find the graphic later. Okay. Deion Dawkins, that guy sounds like Alabama. I don't know that he is. Tua for sure, Bama. Derrick Henry for sure, Bama. Amari Cooper for sure, Bama. That's 3. Let's go to the AFC. This is the NFC. Bama. No. CD, no. AJ, no. Mike, no. Puka, no. Kyle, no. Kyron, no. Wow. No one in the NFC is from Bama? Landon Dickerson, that's 4. Dang! There are 2 others from Bama I don't know about, right? Is that 4? CeeDee Lamb, no. McCaffrey, no. Juszczyk, no. Dak, Brock, Matt, no. Oh, wait. Was this just offense that we did? Oh, we got to do defense, guys. That's the problem. Let's go to defense. Nick Bosa, Montez Sweat, Aiden Hutchinson. Those all make sense. Hutchinson kind of got in on the name and being white. But Bosa did not. Montez Sweat had a great bounce-back year. Aaron Donald, best player in the world still probably. He's had an insane bounce-back year, if you can call it that. Dexter Lawrence, he went to Bama. There's one of our guys. Javon Hargraves for the Niners. Micah Parsons, Daniil Hunter, Hassan Reddick. None of those guys went to Bama. Fred Warner is a linebacker. Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner got in a reputation. He absolutely does not deserve it. Devon Witherspoon is the Pro Bowler, rookie for the Seattle Seahawks. Nobody else interesting for the NFC. AFC, this is just to hear your favorite player's name. TJ Watt, he went to Bama, right? Nope. Khalil Mack, Josh Allen, some good pass rushers there. Khalil Mack's bounce back year has been crazy. Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen for the Baltimore Ravens, 2 Pro Bowl linebackers. The Ravens had the most Pro Bowlers. I believe they had 7. I think the Cowboys also had 7. Pat Surtain, Sauce Gardner, Jalen Ramsey, Denzel Ward are the corners. Minkah Fitzpatrick, he went to Bama. Justin Simmons for the Denver Broncos. It's your Pro Bowl roster. A lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. Thanks. Listen to Max Crosby talk shit on Gardner Minshew. It's one of the funniest things I've heard all day.
Little ass boy.
Little ass boy. Whoa.
Little ass boy.
Little ass boy. He said it again.
Dude, Max Crosby is so damn angry. Bro, he just...
But like the thing is, like he's not really that angry.
I know, right? He keeps calling everybody little ass boy.
No, not
hey,
everybody.
Little ass boy.
Just you.
I'm little out here, but not always, you know.
That's funny. Little ass boy. You little ass boy. Little ass boy. You like to see it. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it at all. The Heat beat the Lakers. Seems relevant. I'm not sure. We haven't checked in with the NBA in a while. Let's check in. The Celtics, the Bucks, and Sixers are good. Tyrese Maxey's pretty good for the Sixers. That's been a surprise. How about that? That's fun. The Celtics are sick. In the Western Conference, the T-Wolves are out in front of everybody, but they're close to the Thunder and the Nuggies. So they're out in front of everybody for right meow. Spurs have 5 wins. Pistons have 3 wins. The Spurs have probably the best player in the world. Top 10. They have 5 wins. The rumor is that Greg Popovich is coaching him as if he's not the best player in the world because he wants to prove that he's smarter than everybody else, I guess. A lot of starters sitting this week in the NFL. We'll have a breakdown for Football Friday. It's our last regular season Football Friday of the year. Carson Wentz is going to get the start in LA. How cool is that? Did you forget about that? Because they signed him, but then Stafford came back from injury. So they signed him and they haven't. All right, back and better than ever tomorrow.